disheartening to know that, I don't know, certain staff that are working in these environments, they don't have a respect for the church. And I've had this problem with the First Covenant. You know, it's a very nice place, and there was some staff, very helpful. I met some volunteers that have become long-term friends afterwards. And some of the staff have their own agenda to get people put out for whatever reason, and they have no merit. They have nothing standing. It's like he said, she said, and you're out of here. Broke into my locker and threw away my Bible and some personal things, like my mother's passed away over 20 years, but her wedding pictures that I had in the Bible, you know, just threw that stuff away. And they made good. I went to the St. Stephen's headquarters, and they had some kind of heart, so they replaced my clippers, my shaving clippers, because I can't use a razor. So they bought me new clippers, but they couldn't replace the Bible. They didn't replace anything else. And I just asked them to just do the clippers. But then I ran into Mr. Sutherland, and he had told me about Elam, and I kept putting it off. So finally I took him up on his offer. And it's not his fault, but he got me put in Elam, Strong Tower, and it was a good start. I don't think they were ready for us, because they didn't have the showers for the men. They didn't have certain things that we need available to us, like hygiene kits and stuff like First Covenant already had. And all I'm saying is that now that we've gotten into the swing of things, we got the beds. We didn't have a lot of people at first, but now we got, enough people. The staff is getting disgruntled. They're like running it like a prison almost. Seriously, because you got some staff that's going to be cooperative, and they know how to run it in a church setting. Then you got some staff that come in and curse. They put their feet on the table. Now, we're already going through the virus, but this guy in particular puts his boots on the table. He sits in the same chair, same spot. He bullies people to get the same spot. The lunches that are supposed to be put out for dinner, when you miss dinner, you have bag lunches, and those coming in the evening and in the morning. This guy takes the boxes that he's supposed to already have passed out, and takes these boxes and eats these. He sits at this table where the TV is for the men. He takes the remote, he watches TV, he eats out of the box, and delegates who he wants to have a bag lunch, or what goodies or items he wants to put out, cookies or whatever's left over. If you don't play by his rules, if you don't like what you say, if you don't joke around with him when he wants you to joke around, he takes all the privileges. I'm going to shut the TV room down, MF, cursing it at all-time high, and it's cigarette break every 20 minutes, because he likes to smoke cigarettes. And people know this guy and what I'm saying to be true. If I tape this guy, you'll be shocked who they hire. Now, some of the other ones, they swear and stuff like that, and they have to be reminded, come on, you don't want to swear in the church. But at least they don't cause any problems. They go to their prospective post, they do what they're supposed to do, and we don't have any problem. This guy, he's just a loose cannon, and a lot of people are this close from getting put out, but going to jail for assault. Because of this guy asserts his authority in such a way where he will not back down from any confrontation. If you have a disagreement, he's in your face with it. He's in this chair that wheels, and somebody might have a disagreement and say, well, we're watching this show and we all voted. He'll wheel his chair in your face and say whatever he's got to say and how he wants to say it, curses, and then puts his feet right back up on the table and says, now you can take it like that or you can get the hell out of here. I mean, this guy's really got it.
He runs the show?
And he's one of the staff. But before, can I just ask? So this is something we're going to deal with at the shelter board meeting on Monday.
Yeah.
So we need to call Tristan just a minute. So I hear David saying we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And so we are going to address this at the shelter board meeting. But I want to make sure that we get a chance for Alexis to say what her concerns are before we call it. Because this is not something that Trista or Margaret are going to be involved in.
Right.
This is something that Monica needs to be involved in the shelter.
But Monica, you can hear from them and you can hear from everybody else.
They like it better when Monica's not there.
Yeah, we gotta go above Monica. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's probably,
She don't listen.
Well, let's go. Y'all keep it in house so I can get in house and find out where I can fit in. But let's stay on the topic. Go for it, my lady. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it at the shelter board, which is about Monica.
Okay, great.
They like her.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Lexi.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add before we get on the call?
I honestly don't have anything. I guess my biggest thing is the court system, basically, and I don't think they know anything about the court system. I guess my fear is my children's been in foster care for almost like a year now, a year and 3 months, close to the part like next month is when the termination of parental rights is supposed to happen, and my fear is that they're going to keep pushing off the court hearing. And then it's like I don't even get to see my children no more. Like the minute I go back to court, my rights are going to be terminated.
Okay, so let's make sure that that's a question that you ask Margaret about. We can ask, because that is in Hennepin County or here?
Hennepin County.
Yeah, so let's ask Margaret about that, because she can find out from the state level what's going on with that.
Okay.
So John, do you want to get your phone out and get your little Bluetooth going? Let me give you Trista's number.
Get your little Bluetooth out.
Mall of America, $5.
Wow.
We're gonna put it to good use.
You said Mall of America?
I mean, Mall of
Wow,
America.
too.
Yep.
Wow.
$5. $5 below?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So it's 612?
All right, 6.
845 70 36. Hi Trista, this is Sue. Thanks for knowing that this is the right number. We're gonna try to get you on Bluetooth too, so that we can have everybody hear you a little bit easier. So, are we on? Oh, just a second. John's.
I'm not too tech
Trista.
savvy. Well, give me a moment. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you fine.
It's Perry. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I sure can.
I don't know why they don't want to pick up
Okay, are you on speakerphone right now?
the speaker phone calling on.
Okay. That's as loud as it is. Can you still hear us?
Yep, I sure can.
Okay, so we are getting the Bluetooth to work. We're gonna keep working on trying to get more systems working so we have it a little bit easier here. Thank you for taking time on Good Friday to spend a little bit of time with us.
You are the most important people to me, so thank you for calling me.
Sure, well, we appreciate that. Got your little ones with you, huh?
Yes. Kids, dogs, you know.
Sure, the whole crew.
The whole crew, that's right.
So, did you want to just give us a brief update on how things are going as far as we've seen sanitary stations around, and some things certainly are happening in Ramsey County. Do you want to just update us on what's happening in Ramsey County, and then we'll go around and have people ask you a couple questions.
Perfect. So there are sanitation sites set up in 5 different locations. One is at Union Depot, and then one at under the Lafayette Bridge area. There's one at the Ramsey County Compo site, kind of up on Phelan and Rainey area. There's one down in Troutbrook, and then one over at Cretan and 94. We do have, let's see, I just want to pull up my info here. So they are currently our bathrooms and hand washing stations. Right now, the Troutbrook one, they have put it there because there has been encampments in the past. There's currently not any tents there, but they expect that as it warms up, there may be, and so there's one there. There are more tents over on the Cretan 94 area that they may end up moving additional resources out there just to make sure people have plenty of space and whatnot. So there's also So the standing operating procedures for encampments, as you know, has completely changed. The DSI field staff and police are not to bother anyone that are in encampments, but they are still going out to check to make sure people have adequate food, that they have adequate drinking water. They're checking for any COVID-related symptoms or if they need medical assistance, and really just doing some education kind of meetings at those sites as well as throughout Ramsey County. We do have shelter established if someone is sick or has symptoms at Mary Hall. There have been a few people staying there. They'll get resourced, fed, taken care of until they are better, for sure. So, and there's capacity indoors at Mary Hall and Boys Totem Town for up to 250 individuals in isolation and quarantine. So should we have a major outbreak, we will be ready and prepared to accommodate. So we've also moved pretty significantly to shelter our homeless youth, so people under the age of 24 into hotel rooms. There are 18 hotel rooms that have been secured, and they're moving kids in right now, or youth as we speak, and we're working with the community to get a food program set up, so we're not just putting them in hotels, but we can also feed them throughout. Those hotels right now are only secured until the end and paid for until the 27th of April, at which time, in the meantime, we're working for a longer term solution, because we know the hotels won't be able to sustain forever, but we're starting in the right direction. We also have put seniors over 60 of them also into hotels, and are serving them that way to help people spread out, get shelter. If someone is in need to either go to Mary Hall, has symptoms, looking for shelter, needs to get in a hotel, they should still go through the normal access to shelter. So they should go down to higher ground for intake, and then they'll get people put into the right places or get them resources quickly. We've increased staff capability and financial resources. So if they either go to Union Gospel Mission, our safe space in the evening that the county runs, or Mary Hall, they will get assessed to help them get the services that they need.
Okay.
So that's a quick update, and I'm here for any questions you have.
Okay, sounds good, and we do have a few still there.
Great. Yep.
Okay. We wanted, one of the questions was wondering if anybody that has been in the Ramsey County hotels has been asked to leave because of behavior.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, I know we have had two in Hennepin County. We're really encouraging people to be able to work within the rules and things like that.
Right, yep.
So Janelle, wanted just to ask a question about the potential 1,200 coming through and the payee situation.
You're talking about the tax
Right.
money?
Yeah.
Stimulus.
Yeah, because when you have a payee, especially if you have it with St. Stephen's, they have this rule where they tell you how to spend the money and whatever, and people are looking for this $1,200 and they don't know if they can get it sent to, they're gonna get it sent to the Social Security, so that's gonna have a problem because the way I know the way the system is worked with them is that if I get money and are homeless, they take $400 of the dollars and save it until you get a house.
Right.
And then and then they budget out that money 2 times, the one on the 1st and one on the 15th.
Okay.
And then they don't give you that much money. And they try not to give you that much money. And if you need more money, you have to have some kind of statement or somebody that's telling them that you need this for this, because they don't listen to the people that's out there. And I found out that it's very funny that most people that's homeless got payees.
So I think one of the questions that Janelle has, Trista, is that obviously you probably know that both Senator Smith and Senator Klobuchar have been pushing Secretary Mnuchin to make sure that they have a way to get dollars out. We just put that out in some information in our
constant contact yesterday, so that make sure that people experiencing homelessness are actually getting the 1,200.